Where'd you work? What was your first job?
My very first job or my job in high school?
Let's do both. What was your very first job? So your very first job was before high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My very first job was when I was 2. My grandma owns or has owned a bar called Billies Boomers on 52nd Street.
In West Philly?
In West Philly.
Okay.
So my grandma is scared to death of mice.
Okay.
I'm the mice watcher. I got paid in crab cakes.
To look out for mice?
To look out for mice.
And what if you found one?
I did. It was in a trash can, and I was talking to it. And my grandma was like, well, who the hell are you talking to? And I said, them in the trash can, and she left me. She
was like, I'm going.
But, like, I've been left a couple times in my childhood as a little girl.
Right. So with that being said, that developed your love for animals.
Yeah, I've always had a niche for animals. I don't know where it really came from. I've never been scared of any type of animal or bug.
So what did you have growing up?
I had hamsters.
Okay. Did you name your pets?
I did.
You remember your hamster's name?
Allen.
Allen.
For Allen Iverson.
Oh, really? You named your hamster after Allen Iverson?
I did. Because I was going to love on that hamster.
Okay.
I was going to love on that hamster. Because I had just had a thing for Allen Iverson.
Right,
I don't know what it was.
Right.
Like, I used to go to the basketball games and just watch them.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, you had Allen.
I had turtles.
Okay.
I think my uncle ate my turtle.
He ate it? ATE?
Yeah, ate.
Ow, how do you eat a turtle?
I came back from somewhere and my turtle was gone.
Okay.
My grandma said that little might have ate it.
Okay.
So,
you had hamsters, you had turtles.
I had there was a I think it was a boa constrictor or a python.
Wow. So you were a snake woman.
I have a snake now.
Really? What's your snake's name?
Orion.
Orion. Okay.
That's my baby.
Okay.
That's my love bug. I had him for 15 years. He was given to me by my aunt Ev.
Okay.
Before she passed. She was into the reptile thing. So my cousin's joke is always like, well, your mom is probably meant to be my mom, and you're probably meant to be my mom's daughter.
Right.
Because me and Ev, she's like a short little Irish woman.
Okay.
Who you just love and adore. And she always had the snakes, the mice. She had, I think, the python and the corn snakes. You know, the big long tank, and then she had an iguana, dogs, and something else. My cousin don't really do animals too well.
Okay.
At all.
Okay. But you personally, you go hard.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this list. You like growing up, you had boa constrictor, cats, dogs, fish, sea urchin, starfish, hamsters, hermit crabs.
Yeah, that's about right.
Wow. You had a dog named Kocoum.
Kocoum and Timon.
Kocoum and Timon. You named your dogs after Disney characters.
Listen. Because that's what they acted like.
Now, what were Kocoum and Timon?
They were German Shepherds and Pits mixed.
Okay. Wow.
We got them from a neighbor, John.
Okay.
And I loved my dogs. They were bad as shit. They ran all through them fields of Southwest. And I will never forget, I think Kocoum did it because he's a little mischievous than Timon. Timon was like the big brother.
Okay.
So Kocoum peed on this little girl's pom-pom in the park. And they was having like their little football squad things.
Right.
Yeah, she picked it up.
End of story. You can imagine the rest of that story.
That was a bad John.
So you mentioned that overall, at least growing up, and maybe even still today, you always felt closer to animals than people. Facts?
Yes. Very much factual.
Okay.
I'm very much, because
Why? Let's talk about that. That's interesting.
animals are very intuitive.
Okay.
It's either you're a good person or you're a bad person, and they can see you for who you are.
Okay.
They will love you no matter what.
Okay.
If you think about it, how many times have you beat the shit out your damn dog or cat, and they still come back for you to touch them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's only when they know that you're evil they start growling at you. Something is wrong when they just keep growling at a certain person and won't let them move nowhere.
Okay.
Or in a certain spot in the room, you know, they give you signs. They might not be able to talk, but they can give you signs.
Okay.
To be aware of.
Okay.
And they don't care what you look like. Your appearance. You don't have to show off for no animal.
Right. You
know,
don't. You literally don't. There's no fashion show with them.
Right. It's like you are who you are, and they accept you for who you are.
They don't care
no
if you're tough,
what.
if you're not tough, if you're corny, if you shy.
You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. They're not competing for nothing.
Right.
And they can be a little spoiled at times, but I think sometimes we do that ourselves.
Okay.
You know, like, but I used to actually want to be a zoologist and a marine biologist.
Really?
I double majored in Penn State.
Okay.
For such, but it's just too expensive.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. So your problem with not going to school for that was economics.
Yeah.
Which is like a typical problem for us growing up in the hood. Like economically, we are prevented from doing things that we want to do that maybe kids who grew up in the suburbs like have access to because they have more money.
Right.
Right.
So you have to just find other avenues.
So with that being said, if somebody offered you like a zoologist or marine biology position like tomorrow, would you take it? And they say, we'll train you on the job experience.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Because that's really your passion.
Right.
Okay.
And it gives you an adventure.
Okay.
To be able to deal with the whales of the ocean and be able to hear them talk to each other underneath the water. You know, I think that's serene. To be able to see what dolphins actually do, you know, and how they interact with the whales around. I think that's serene.
Okay.
To be able to look at the lion and the lioness, you know, cuddle, or, you know, like, you know, that's their pride, and they all, you know, are on one accord, and they love each other. You know, that's awesome to see them and their families.
Wow.
To see the babies that come out. Like, there's a place called John Hines Wildlife Refuge.
Say it again.
John Hines Wildlife Refuge.
John Hines Wildlife Refuge. Where is it?
It's in right by the airport.
In Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right off of Lindbergh Boulevard.
Okay.
I think that's the most serene place because you get to look at the birds and the eagles fly. You know, you get. So
you like that better than the zoo?
I am a nature person.
Okay.
I feel more closer to nature.
So I'm gonna just throw something out there. If you met a guy. And let's say you met two guys at the same time and they both wanted to take you out. So you said yes. One guy takes you out on Friday. One guy takes you out on Saturday. You'll decide which guy you like better. Guy A takes you to the mall, buys clothes so you can get dressed so you guys go out, takes you to dinner and a show. Guy B on Saturday takes you on a nature walk. You're going to, like, when you get time to decide, you're going with the guy who took you on a nature walk.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a connection there.
Okay.
I connect more with nature. So
you don't care about the money and being flashy and...
I make money.
I know that's right.
It's easy to make. You know, I work for a hospital for a living.
Okay.
So I continually help people. I don't like to shop. I'm not your average or typical female. So
Okay.
you can't come at me with average typical things.
Ah,
Because I don't need anything from you.
right.
You know,
Right.
that walk will help me connect to you more than you spending money on me at the mall.
Got it. Got it. Now, you mentioned that you were also a skater growing up.